Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something, it's a problem actually with that's happening right now, which is Luffy versus Kaido. Because we know Luffy has to fight Kaido, but the problem is he can't fight Kaido because Kaido is way stronger than Luffy. Um, so how is he gonna fight Kaido? How will that work? Kaido is gonna beat Luffy again, like one shot probably. And you could say Luffy knows that new Haki form, but I mean the Scabbards have that exact same Haki form, but they can't beat Kaido. What makes Luffy so special? And yes, Luffy is very powerful, but I mean, just having that Haki form doesn't mean you can beat Kaido. Kaido is still extremely strong. He's like you can easily anybody with a brain would know Kaido is way stronger than Luffy, even with his Haki form. So how can Luffy fight Kaido, right? And people will say that he'll have Zoro, Law, and Captain Kid to help him. But that doesn't make sense to me because how can Luffy team up with him to fight Kaido if Luffy's going to be the future Pirate King, right? Because we know Luffy's going to be the Pirate King. It's guaranteed he's going to be. And to be a Pirate King, you're a step above a Yonko. Yonko are all fighting to become Pirate King. So if Luffy is Pirate King, that means he's above a Yonko. Although, granted, he's not a Pirate King yet, but he needs to step up to the plate sometime. Before you become Pirate King, you become a Yonko. You don't just skip straight to Pirate King. So Luffy needs to become a Yonko or Yonko status or around that power level, but he's not around that power level. He's not as strong as Big Mom. He's not as strong as Kaido. Even with his new Haki that he learned, it's not going to make him significantly much stronger. So how will this go down? And yes, I don't think Luffy should have like a team battle with Kaido because it will take away of his legacy of being the Pirate King. Like the Pirate King had to team up with other pirates just to take out one Yonko. When you're supposed to be a step above other Yonko, and you need to team up with other pirates to beat a Yonko. It makes no sense, right? So I think Luffy's gonna beat Kaido one on one in this Wano arc, and he's probably gonna beat Big Mom too, unless Oda come up with a way to like get rid of Big Mom somehow. But Luffy needs to beat Kaido. He needs to be the one to beat Kaido. No one else, because he needs to become the Pirate King. He needs to become Yonko power level. He needs to be as strong as Kaido. Because if you're gonna be Pirate King, you need to be as strong as a Yonko, obviously. And I'm not power scaling, but anybody with a brain would know you would need to be as strong as a Yonko to become Pirate King. So how will he fight Kaido then? Because we know you need to be that strong. How will he get that strong? And there's only two ways that I can see this going. Because Oda can't just pull out of nowhere like a extra power or something. You can't do that. And Oda isn't like the other mangaka where they just have this power, friendship, rage, or whatever. No, this is like Oda actually he needs to use a clever way for Luffy to beat Kaido. And I see only two ways that this can go. Luffy either has to awaken his devil fruit or unlock a new gear form, gear fifth. One of the two. And so let's say that Luffy unlocked gear fifth. Yeah, most people say gear fifth is Luffy's devil fruit awakening, which is to make your surroundings like in the environment as the same substance as your devil fruit. So basically Luffy will be able to make the floor rubber, make it bouncy, make that wall bouncy, basically like that. And they say that gear fifth will be this is just a theory, obviously, like most fans like to say this, but gear fifth will be Luffy's awakening combined with some gear form. But the problem with that is that's not really a form of Luffy. For me, the gears of Luffy's gear powers, it's all forms like gear second. It's like a very red form where he's super fast. Gear third, he forms his arms to be big like with air. It's a form of his body, not like a surrounding devil fruit upgrade where you can like manipulate your surroundings. No, that doesn't make sense. So if Oda does go with gear fifth, it would be a new form. So I would be interested in seeing like what could gear fifth be like. Could he add that new Haki that he learned into his gear forms and form a completely new gear fifth, like combine gear 2 and gear 4, like you still have the muscles, you still have the speed, combine those two with that new latest Haki form that you have, something like that. If Oda can pull that off, that would be interesting. just like to incorporate that new haki that he learned into his gear forms. That would be very interesting to see. Or he goes with the awakening where Luffy can manipulate his surroundings into rubber so that he can make everything bouncy. Like, I don't know, Luffy could like make Kaido like bounce or something. Maybe, I don't know how Oda will do it, but Oda can do it. So it's either one of those two things. And Oda needs to spin it where either a Gear 5th or his awakening needs to make Luffy extremely much more powerful to the point where he can beat Kaido. Because yes, I believe he will beat Kaido. That's, for me personally, I believe he will beat Kaido at the end of Wano. He has to, for me. He has to. Because you need to become a Yonko. Kaido needs to go down. If Kaido goes down, there's a Yonko place open, right? Because Kaido needs to go. So let's say Kaido loses. Luffy takes up Kaido's spot as a Yonko, as one of the emperors. If Big Mom goes, I don't know who will take that spot. Maybe Kid, although I'm not sure. If anybody would take that spot, it would be Kid. But I'm still saying now, Luffy needs to take Kaido's spot as a Yonko. So yeah, it's one of those two things. I'm curious what Oda's going to go with. And if it's not one of those two things, what can Oda do? Is he just going to make Luffy team up with other pirates to beat Kaido? Because to me, that will really like take away of Luffy being the Pirate King. Because he's supposed to be the Pirate King. And for me, the way I see Luffy being the Pirate King is to be on top of the Yonko. You know what I mean? So if he can't beat Kaido alone, that means he's not as strong as Kaido, therefore he's inferior. And strength doesn't mean everything, because Luffy don't care about strength, and being the Pirate King don't mean you're the strongest, but you at least have to like be able to be on the ballpark of a Yonko to at least become Pirate King. So yeah, honestly, I'm genuinely curious how this is gonna go, because I don't know, and you can't do any time skip right now. You can't skip any time right now because everything's going down right now. So I'm curious what Oda's gonna do. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.